This is Talk of the Town, a weekly program featuring community events happening in and around Northeast Michigan, with your host, Nancy Smithem, and the latest news from Alpena Community College with Dr. Olin Joynton. And now, today's Talk of the Town.
Good morning and welcome to Talk of the Town. I'm Nancy Smithem. My first guest today is Kristy Wedge from Alpena County Library. Hi, Kristy.
Hi, Nancy. How are you?
Good. I always love when you're on in June because I know that it's summer book club time, and it's an exciting, fun time at the library.
It is. It's really going to be a great book club this summer. We are using the theme Dream Big, Read, and our kickoff picnic will be on Tuesday, June 19th from 11:30 to 1:30.
Okay.
And we will have a $1 picnic lunch to buy. It's a great time to get signed up, check out some books so you can get started reading, and get the whole calendar of events. This summer we'll have a magician, a puppet show. We're going to do a special program over at the Besser Museum that will let you go enjoy the planetarium and some other exhibits. And a new thing we're going to try is a pajama yoga party where we'll learn how to, your kids can try out things like downward facing dog and child's pose and stuff. And just sounds like a fun way to expand some of our activities. So lots going on, lots of dates. The whole calendar will be there on the 19th. And the carnival, of course, is in July.
Right.
That'll be July 18th from 10 to 3 at the fairgrounds.
And all this fun is really rolled into a secret plan to get kids to keep reading all summer long.
That's our secret plan. Get the kids to keep reading all summer long. It definitely impacts their achievement during the school year if you can keep them reading all during the summer. And there's so many children's books.
Yes.
I mean, that market's really exploded since we were kids.
When unbelievable.
There were not as many titles, and now it really seems like there are an awful lot of books coming out every month for kids. So whatever it is that you're interested, you can definitely find something.
So they come to the library and get registered.
Right, and then they read 15 books.
Okay.
And if they read 15 books over the course of the summer, they need to come into the library and report to a volunteer, tell them a little bit about the book. If you are younger and reporting to the book about the book makes you nervous, you could draw a picture telling about your favorite part of the book. We'll keep track. When you get to 15, then that means that when you come to the carnival, we'll give you a ticket that lets you get something to eat, try out every single game, every ride, every inflatable, all those things you'll get to do. If you don't make it to the 15-book goal, then we will give you a partial ticket if you read a certain number of books. And really, let's say that you've got one child who's a terrific reader and they read 20 books, and then you have someone else who just doesn't get going as much in the summer. They're busy, they're distracted. You can buy extra tickets so both your kids can do the same stuff at the carnival.
And the carnival is a blast.
That is a lot of fun. We'll have inflatables. We always have a great hot dog lunch. We often have members of the community who participate with us and bring down cotton candy or Slurpees or all kinds of fun things. So it's a great way to spend the day outdoors in the sunshine celebrating reading.
Now, do you have to be a member of the library? You must have to in order to check books out, obviously.
In order to check books out, you'd need a library card. Yep.
Okay.
But it's open to ages 3 and up. And for our older kids who are reading thick books, if you're reading Harry Potter and you think, well, I can't read 15 of these books, we'll count chapter books as every 50 pages. So if you read a 300-page book, we'll count that for 6 books.
Okay.
So it's 50 books. And little kids, they can just read picture books and Dr. Seuss type titles that are smaller and more manageable for them.
Well, I think that'll be a really fun thing to do.
It's always a great event, and it's so much fun to see the kids come down and enjoy books and enjoy reading, kind of get really into it.
And you always need volunteers for the carnival.
We do. We need volunteers for the carnival, and if you'd like to volunteer for that, you should call Brenda at 356-6188. If you'd like to volunteer to take those reports from kids who want to come and talk about the books that they've read, Mary and Brenda both coordinate that, and that number again is 356-6188.
Now, can you report during all hours the library is open?
You can report during all the hours that we have a volunteer, and I think we do try to staff it so that almost all the time there's someone. We get the most reporters wanting to come in on the days that we have a special craft or a special activity, because they're already here for the activity. It's a great time to change out your books and do your reporting, but if you want to come at a little quieter time, I think we try to have it staffed almost all the time.
And Park and Read?
Well, the DNR is partnering with the library once again for this Park and Read Pass. What they want is to encourage you to take advantage of the parks, of the Michigan State Parks, which are a tremendous resource for us here. And they want to just suggest, don't feel like you have to wait until there's a family reunion planned at a park or a big camping trip. Just come for an afternoon. So you can stop in any library, pick up this Park and Read pass, we'll stamp it, and then when you take it to the park, they'll let you in for the afternoon for free. And you can take a book. A few park locations actually have a hammock if you wanted to read in a hammock. And just a great way to enjoy a book. Well, they're good for 10 days from the date they're issued, but they're a one-time admission. So you can't, like, once you turn it in, they don't give it back to you. But they're good for 10 days.
All right. And Friends Used Book Sale.
Right, our friends are having a used book sale in July, and the reason I wanted to mention it now is because we're accepting donations right now. So if you have popular fiction or books that your kids have outgrown that they're not reading, or mysteries that you already know who did it, you're not going to read it again, those are a terrific thing to donate to the library for the used book sale. We'll just take them at the circulation desk and pass them along to the friends. We especially love to see children's books and puzzles and games and movies come in, and of course popular authors are always a super popular item. We also take nonfiction though, so we get some topics, some health topics, some crafts and arts kind of topics, some travel topics, lots of different things. We always have a good section of biographies, sports, and animals as well. So that plus popular fiction are really...
No magazines, no Reader's Digest, no National Geographic, no Reader's Digest condensed books, no textbooks, no records, and no encyclopedias. So please don't bring those, because then we have to pay to get rid of them.
That's exactly right. We do have to pay to unload those, and they don't, we can't sell them. They don't sell, so if you would keep those things at home or dispose of them on your own. We really are interested in the things that will really sell. And boy, I don't know when the last time you were there was, but those tables are loaded to the max, so we really don't have even room to store things that we know won't sell. We will this year have a member pre-sale. We did that last year, and it was a huge success. So this year, on Tuesday, the first day of the sale, we will have a member preview sale from 10 to noon. So if you're a member of the Friends, you can come in and get first crack at all the books. And I will say this, if you're not a member of the Friends, you should join, because it's only $10. And if you get down there and think, oh shoot, here it is, July 24th, and I forgot to join, you can join at the door before you go into the sale.
Perfect.
So it couldn't be easier.
Chance at all the best books.
It really is. It's so much fun to see the people coming through there with their arms just loaded up with all kinds of great titles.
Okay, we have 2 minutes left, so let's talk about the DDA Downtown Block Party.
The library is going to participate in this program that the DDA's Buzz Committee is putting on. They want to generate a bunch of activities going on in downtown Alpena to draw people down and make sure everybody's aware of all the new shops that we have, because things are changing, things are developing, so there's a lot going on. This downtown block party will be spread out throughout the entire DDA, so I believe that we'll have a carnival down in the WATZ parking lot and the Save-A-Lot parking lot.
Great.
I think WATZ and Save-A-Lot are partnering on that. The library will have a sidewalk chalk drawing contest.
Ooh.
Hopefully we'll get some neat artwork to sort of kick off our summer book club theme. Right down 2nd Avenue, of course, there'll be activities. There'll be music at the Cellar. There'll be music at the Culligan Fountain. And then up on 4th, there will be a dunk tank. Ooh. And I have it on good authority that some members of our city council have volunteered to take a seat in the dunk tank. So that should be a lot of fun.
Perfect. And this is all June 15th.
June 15th at 5:30 p.m. runs till about 8:30 at night. There'll be tons of activities. I've been hearing about all the plans, and I think it's really going to be a great program. And like I said, the library will participate, and I believe that the sanctuary will participate, so it will really kind of get you walking around and exploring our whole downtown area. So I think it'll be a terrific day.
Free, fun family event that you don't want to miss.
Right. Very much family-oriented. Lots of free, fun things to do.
Okay, we're out of time. I want to thank you very much for being here. I look forward to talking to you next month.
Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you. Please stay tuned. I'll be right back following these messages. Hi, welcome back. My last guest today is Val Williams from Huron Humane Society. Good morning, Val.
Good morning.
And you've brought a beautiful dog with you today.
Yes, Kayla.
Well, as soon as we want to take a picture of Kayla, she's going to disappear on us.
Yep, she's a little excited to be here today.
You'll have to pick her up because we can't see her on camera very well at all.
Come on.
There you go. Wonderful fox terrier, 1 year, 7 months old.
Mm-hmm. Yep. She's pretty well behaved. I think she's just kind of excited right now, but she likes to sit. She likes to be close to her owner. She came in as an owner surrender.
Okay.
They had some apartment issues that required them to get rid of their dog.
Okay.
So she's all ready to go. She's already spayed. She's microchipped. She's potty trained. She seems to be a very friendly dog. She does like to have all the attention though, so we're suggesting maybe a home without any other dogs.
Without any other dogs, okay. And she does love to sit on your lap and be cuddled and snuggled. So if you're looking for a lap dog, this would probably be the dog for you.
Yes. She's absolutely adorable, and she's a lot of fun. So yeah, she's a great dog. And I want to mention too, we try to feature our animals weekly at Lori Steffen's office at Real Estate One. So if you're maybe for whatever reason you forget about coming out to the shelter, it's too far out, or whatever your reason is, you can always stop into Real Estate One on Thursday between 10 and 4. She always has a different animal there, sometimes a cat, sometimes a dog, and we've been getting a lot of adoptions out of that.
Perfect.
So just trying to get the word out there and see if we can get more people to stop into Lori's office on Thursdays.
And now your fur bowl was a tremendous success, so now you're having your Cruisin' for Critters.
We are, the Cruisin' for Critters Mutt Run. It's, I think, our 9th year running. We do a motorcycle run, one of the first runs of the area, actually one of the first charity runs anyways. We have a lot of help from some local bikers. They help us put it together and organize it. We have some sponsors from local businesses, Bogart's Tavern, Chief's Bar and Grill. We're going out to Mountain Inn. We'll be stopping in Glenny.
Oh, wow.
And all possible, by sponsors, people that have put up, money to purchase the food or the beverages at our lunch stop or what have you. And it's just a fun ride. We travel around northern Michigan and take in the scenery and have a good time.
So you pay an entry fee, so much per person?
$15 per person or $25 per couple.
Okay.
Registration is going to happen at Bogart's Tavern. Saturday, June 9th.
Okay.
At 9 a.m. we'll start registering. We probably won't leave until around 11.
Okay.
And yeah, I guess, stop in early for registration, get entered in some of the raffles. We might have some t-shirts available for purchase, and we will have a drawing for all of the people that have pre-registered, which is another option. That's something you can do the week of the event, which would be Tuesday through Friday, that week of June 9th. You can pre-register at Chief's Bar and Grill or at Bogart's Tavern.
And you do have to have a bike to participate.
You do have to have a bike, but it does not have to be a Harley. It could be anything. Everybody is welcome. All bikes are welcome, absolutely. And then afterwards, we stop. We end at Chief's Bar in Alpena, which is on 2nd Avenue on the north side. And we have a block party and food and music. Jason Eller's coming to town to play for us. So it should be a good time. We usually have close to 100 or more bikes, and then a ton of people that evening for the block party. So
it's really a good time, and it's June 9th, a good day to get out and about and have fun and support the Humane Society.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, what else is happening?
Well, let's see here, Kayla.
Blank sheet.
We also have coming up, we're doing a Tag Day event this year, which we do every year, but this year we're doing it a little bit different. The first weekend of the Brown Trout Festival is normally when we do it, so it's July 13th, which is a Friday, and Saturday, July 14th. We have volunteers with canisters all over the area, whether it be Neiman's or Walmart or the Alpena Mall or wherever, collecting donations for the Humane Society. And this year...
She likes me.
She does. This year, Budweiser has offered to incorporate the We Go dog fundraiser into it. I don't know if you saw the We Go commercial for the Super Bowl. Well, they're going to do a similar project with us that weekend, and they will have displays set up at different stores where people can see the dog that they're featuring and get some discounted Budweiser materials that weekend. So we're doing that in conjunction with Tag Day. So we will be all over Alpena that weekend. So look for the Humane Society and Budweiser to promote our shelter.
Okay.
Also, I want to mention, because I haven't mentioned it in a long time, that we are not affiliated with other humane organizations. We do not accept funds from any other humane organizations. As a lot of shelters don't. And some people don't realize that when they see the sad commercials on TV with the National Humane Societies and things, that they really don't operate shelters. They might fund some projects for some, but for most of us, we're independent, we're supported by our community, and that's essentially what we are. 87% of our budget comes from the community, so any and all donations are greatly appreciated.
Yes.
Whether it's $1 or a bag of food, it doesn't matter. It goes a long way, and we are a no-kill shelter, which I believe is important. We never ever have an animal that's there beyond a certain amount of time because we work so hard to get them adopted.
Right.
So,
and those donations are really important. If it's a can of food, if it's a bag of cat litter, a roll of paper towels, some fabric softener, some laundry detergent, towels, anything that you could basically use at home, we can use at the shelter.
Absolutely. We can make a towel into a small dog bed or a cat bed, and always dog and cat beds are welcomed. The animals love them.
Yes, and leashes, tie-out leashes, and
treats, toys, time if you want to volunteer time.
Yes, time especially.
I wanted to mention that we have a new feature on our website. Jessica Hatch has been working really, really hard.
And it's in there somewhere.
On our website. And we have some volunteer opportunities actually listed on our website along with our volunteer application and just some different suggestions. Maybe you've always thought you'd want to volunteer at the Humane Society, but you're not sure what does that entail. Well, it doesn't have to be cleaning up dog waste, or it can be if that's what you want. But it can also be doing outreach events, helping with fundraisers, working in the office, helping us clean up or do maintenance. We have some projects going on right now at the shelter where we are actually expanding our building into the old, what used to be the pole barn.
Yes.
And it looks amazing. Tom Pelkey from the Recycling Center was on not too long ago talking about it. We just have so many great things that we're working on. We're just moving forward. So now is a great time to be involved. It's really positive. We have some good energy flowing out there, great staff, and some awesome animals, of course. So if you've ever thought about volunteering, now is the time. Check out our website, HuronHumaneSociety.org, and fill out the application. Look at the different ideas that we have. Maybe you have your own idea. Let us know, and we'd be happy to have you.
Anyone come out and give fundraising ideas or helpful things, how to move or store something, anything's appreciated.
Yeah.
And we always want to thank the local vets, too, because they're so considerate and kind to Huron Humane Society.
They really, really are. And we have support from every single one of our local vets right now, and it's just phenomenal. We have come very far because of this community, and that is the truth.
Now, we're almost out of time, so give me the hours that people could come out and view the wonderful animals to adopt.
Sure. We're open Tuesday through Saturday during the week. So Tuesday through Friday, it's 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. And then on Saturdays, 11 a.m. until 3 p.m. We are open prior to 11 a.m. for cleaning. So, if that's something you're interested in helping with, if you want to come in and see the shelter before it's open to the public, we might hand you a mop or a broom, but you're more than welcome to come in. But yeah, they can view the animals Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. until 4 during the week and until 3 on Saturdays.
And just, fostering too, real important.
Huge.
If you don't think you want a pet, but you want to do something to help, maybe pick up an animal on the weekends and bring it home so it gets a chance to play with your family, your dogs, your animals, and get socialized because it makes them easier to adopt.
Absolutely, and especially in the summertime, I have a lot of people that ask me, well, can I just take a dog for the weekend to take on the boat? Absolutely, absolutely, and we will, flex our hours if we need to come in on Sunday to get the dog from you Sunday night. That's fine. So just let us know. We're more than happy to accommodate foster parents.
We're out of time. I look forward to hearing about the success of your event next month.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please stay tuned for Dr. Olin Jointon following these messages.
Good morning. I am Jay Walterriet, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is the ACC portion of Talk of the Town. With me this morning is Kristy Bartlett, a newly graduated ACC student. Is that correct?
Yes, it is. Well,
great. We're glad to have you on the show. And Kristy, let's talk about what brought you to graduating just a little while ago at ACC. What program were you in?
Utility Tech.
Okay, now that was the last program you were in. Mm-hmm. Where did you start?
Well, in 2004, I started taking classes at ACC. Mm-hmm. I had no idea what I wanted to do, but I wanted to go back to school because it had been a few years. Mm-hmm. So I took your basic English, math classes, went through the fall, spring I worked part-time, so I could only take 1 or 2 classes. And I actually got 2 other associates. I took just about every biology or chemistry class they have to offer, because I like those subjects. And I don't know, I got in No Worker Left Behind.
Yeah, why don't you talk a little bit about that and explain a little bit of what No Worker Left Behind means?
Well, it's a program through unemployment. They sent me a letter, said they could help you go to school, whether it's pay tuition or other fees. So I called them up, got involved in it, and I had financial aid, so I didn't have to pay my tuition, and they didn't cover that either. But they did help me get all the tools required for utility tech, so that helped a lot.
So to get No Worker Left Behind, you had been laid off before?
Yes.
So what were you doing before then?
Have to think. I've taken seasonal work a lot. So I worked for Fish and Wildlife up at Hammond Bay, north of Rogers City. So I'd done that for 4 years in a row for the summer.
With the lamprey?
Sea lamprey control. And I did taxes for years, since 2004.
So you're not our average right out of high school student?
No.
I think we call that a non-traditional student.
Yes.
So when did you graduate from high school?
In 2000.
2000, so it's been 12 years. At ACC, we have a number of students like you who graduate and don't know what they're going to do. They don't go to college immediately. They try to get a job here or there, which is all understandable and usual. We're glad that after a few years like you, they realize that education is really a great tool, and a degree is a great tool to get better jobs and to move along. So we're glad that you came back. We also think that community colleges are great places to explore what you like and what you don't like, and it seems like you did that too, huh?
Yes.
What was so interesting about biology classes?
I like working outside. I like animals. I like being outdoors, working with my hands. So I liked biology. After taking 1 class, I wanted to take more. Same thing with the chemistry. So I did get my associates in science. And I don't know, after that I had learned a little more about biology and biologists, and I didn't want to be a biologist. So with No Worker Left Behind, I looked into utility tech. I took 1 electrical class with Todd Artley over there, and after that I was hooked. So.
Yeah, tell me why this is so interesting to you, because you are an unusual student in our program.
Well, like I said, I like to work with my hands, so I don't know, I'm pretty mechanically inclined, I guess. I like working on vehicles and everything, so line work is my kind of thing, I guess. And I like doing things that most people don't. So
why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about the program? What did you learn how to do?
Climb telephone poles, utility poles.
How tall are those poles?
45 footers. Yep. So, I don't know, they taught us to climb, which was something completely new to me. I'd never put on a pair of climbers or any of the equipment before, so it was brand new to me. I didn't know anything about it. Same thing with the electrical. I've never taken any electrical or done anything at home electrical, so this was kind of a cold start for me, but I really enjoyed it.
Most people are very intimidated by the climbing part of it. How'd you do?
Just fine. Yeah, my instructors were pretty impressed with me. I wasn't intimidated by it. Some of the guys were. I still climbed better than some of them by the end of it. So.
Good. And you had to get some equipment to go along with all of that. How'd that go?
Well, you have your belt and all your tools, and yeah, it costs a lot. But like I said, the No Worker Left Behind, they paid for that. There are scholarships and everything that you can qualify for. Like you said, being non-traditional. I did get 1 scholarship, so that helped a little bit.
Was that an ACC scholarship, or?
I don't remember which one it was, but it was through the ACC
Foundation?
Yep, one of them.
Great. Well, I know that very much helps students come back and pay for their classes. So tell me about the best part of the program. What did you enjoy the most?
The guys.
How so?
Well, they're a good group of guys. Whether they did well or they didn't show up to class or whatever, they were all a good group of guys. Trying to remember, I don't remember exactly how many graduated, but they all almost all of them stuck it out. I think we only lost 2. And from past years, the instructors said that, sometimes they'd lose half a class that didn't make it through to the end. So
it's not an easy program.
No. So they're a good group of guys. The instructors are really nice.
Yeah.
Fun to be around. So.
How is it to come back and take a program like that after being away from school for a little while?
I don't know. It's not your typical book classroom setting. So I really enjoyed it because, like I said, right out of high school I was working. So that's what I like to do. I don't like being stuck in a classroom doing book work. So you're out in the field doing things. It's a lot of book work also, but you get outside 4 days a week with those classes. So.
And so you just graduated in the beginning of May, so just about a month ago now as this is taped. So where do you go from here?
Interviews.
Okay.
I have over a dozen applications out all over the states trying to get work. I have a couple interviews lined up, so.
Great. And you start those interviews soon, I hope?
I have one on the 20th of June, yes.
Good. Good luck. Did you get any help with resumes and that type of thing?
There was one class. We went over resumes, resume writing, did a mock interview with the instructor, that sort of thing, yes.
Was that helpful?
Yeah. She helped look over my documents before I sent any out, so yes.
Well, that should be very helpful when you go and talk to the real people who can be kind of intimidating. But it seems you don't intimidate very easily, so. Well, great. We wish you a lot of luck there, and we anticipate that you will come back and harass people at the college once in a while. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell people about the program right before we go?
Can't think of anything other than, ACC is a really great place, and I know a lot of staff there, and they do a really good job.
All right, well, real quick, what advice would you give someone who is thinking about the UTT program?
If you're going to join, stick it out. It's worth it.
And wear warm clothes.
In the winter, yes. Very warm clothes.
Okay. Well, that's just about all of our time. Kristy, thank you for joining me. And good luck in your interviews coming up.
Yes, thank you.
And thank you for joining me. Once again, I am Jay Walterriet, Director of Public Information and Marketing for Alpena Community College, and this is Talk of the Town.
This has been Talk of the Town with Nancy Smithem and Dr. Olin Joynton. For a list of events taking place in Northeast Michigan, visit our website at wbkb11.com and click on Community. This has been a Thunder Bay Broadcasting Corporation production.